reason, I now know what the reason is. It's cold. Wow.
Oh, it was very, very cold, folks. Although, you know what's funny about that? The polar plunge happened in February. It's actually colder tonight in April for opening night than it was in late February for the polar plunge. It would have been much colder to be doing that out here today. But that just proves the South Bend Cubs aren't only about baseball. The organization also does an awful lot of charity work. Back in February, they hosted the polar plunge, helping out the Special Olympics. ABC 57's Jess Arnold went to Laville Junior-Senior High School to get an up-close look at the impact that fundraiser has on students. Jess?
Yeah, Brian, we cannot stress enough just how critical these fundraisers are to the Special Olympics. That is how they're able to completely fund those competitions for families. And as you're about to see, these programs have the power to change lives.
Ready, go.
Swimming has really make me happy.
Really found his niche with the Special Olympics swim team. All right, let's go. We didn't get his diagnosis for mosaic Down syndrome until he had just turned 15.
Because looking at Zayn, he doesn't exhibit the typical signs of Down syndrome.
There were some learning delays, there were speech delays. It affects different systems, but like he says, he's just rare. He says he has rare blood, and he's one of a kind. He's one in a million.
Laville Junior-Senior High School special education teacher Tammy Radican
You're going to get a card.
has been teaching these one-of-a-kind kids for 21 years.
What I've learned, and I always had this philosophy, is don't limit them. Always have an expectation.
And she expects a lot from her athletes.
14, 15, awesome.
Especially since 3 years ago, little old Laville joined the growing list of unified teams, which is fully funded by Special Olympics.
Begin.
Unified sports is when students with disabilities and those without compete and train together. It gives you a different perspective. Our athletes are people that are born with very great challenges, and they approach life in a positive way that's contagious. It's truly contagious.
Come on, you got it! My sons were diagnosed with autism in the late 90s, and it was just not heard of. You spend your whole life raising a kid with a disability, and the thing, you know that there are limitations and the things that they can't do and the things that are difficult for them. And so then when they have these opportunities, it just gives so much. And I believe that the student partners walk away with just as much as the student athletes do.
I love all of them so much. They're like best friends to me. I want to be a special education teacher because of this class.
My students, on the other hand, get an acceptance. They are encouraged, they learn, they are pushed to be the best that they can be, and they shine.
From jumping jacks in the gym to jumping into the pool, Zayn certainly made a splash last year at his first Special Olympics competition.
I just kept on going, just go forward and just do it. And I was the first person who got a first medal. It was my first time, and I was like, what?
Oh, it was a really proud dad moment. Very, very proud moment. I was definitely the loud dad in the gymnasium.
It's about seeing this group of kids go up there and they're handed a trophy and they're celebrated and that medal's put on their face, and that stuff, that's a memory that will last them their entire life, and you feel like you're 10 feet tall, and they're not often celebrated in that regard. And so that's what it's about. And so that's why activities like the polar plunge are so important. Which we've plunged 2 years. In this little school, we've raised over $4,500 for Special Olympics these last 2 years doing the polar plunge.
Yes, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
And the reason we were freezing is right here. Now, the Special Olympics rep told me that the 16 polar plunges they put together throughout the state every year raise about $750,000, and that makes up most of their annual program budget. And the South Bend Cubs polar plunge, which happened right here back in February, as Brian said, raised nearly $17,000. So pretty awesome, pretty cool to be a part of it.